All right, warriors, it's time for us to congregate. All right, y'all, we're going to do a breathing exercise. It's going to take 5 seconds, 5 Mississippis. And what we're going to want to do is regulate. Bring us to a point where we can use our logical thinking and stop leading and making decisions on temporary feelings with love. Using discernment, your gut check, a smidgen of some reality, a bitch slap, if you will. It's loving with your heart, but not leaving your brain behind. Becoming balanced. Allowing your logical side for a change to make decisions in your life. What a profound and beautiful change this is going to make for you. Once you open your eyes to the realization that all along you weren't trusting what you should have been trusting all along. It never left you. In fact, it would convict you. You got so tired of arguing with it that you learned to ignore it for a long time. Now what I'm training you to do is to pay attention to it, because it's actually what got you through it. Hell or high water, you can't ever argue this point. There are a couple times where you trusted it and you just missed something major. And you're like, oh, dang, I dodged a bullet. Really? Or did you, at that moment, trust your intuition for a change? Your gut told you something. Made you sick to your damn stomach. We're going to talk about that, warriors. It's a sense. Not like sense like, oh, sensei, oh, har. No. And I'm not going to go spiritual guru on that ass. You know, I'm not here to try and impress you with pretty words or wordy dirds. What I'm trying to do is impress upon you to see the value you have to offer. Because if you don't, narcissists already know this. They got the itch for you. You feel me? You know what I'm talking about? The itch. They gotta get some of your yum yum. Because that's the only language they speak. Around the world, there may be different dialects. Stop what the fuck you're doing, look at me. But they speak the same love language. The yum yum. You take the yum yum away and you got a dum dum. A dum dum with no yum yum. 5 seconds. Let's take a badass walk on that beach. I'm feeling silly. Well, I'm going to be petty.com hashtag something. I want something more intelligent or cool. I don't even know if that's a fucking thing. All right, y'all. Let's do this. Come on. Release slowly. All right. Shake that shit off. Ooh, I did bring my drink. I brought my drink. I've been forgetting to bring my drink, y'all. I had to mix it up. Today is orange with pulp. You know what I'm talking about? Orange with pulp. It's got the strings. Anyway, it's supposed to have more vitamins. Vitamin C. I need more vitamins. Look, we already know there's hardly any church in church, and I mean all of them, all faiths. And believe me, I've stepped the thresholds of so many to understand truly the gravity of what they all have in common, not as someone going in trying to find dissension, division, conviction, none of that. What I went in with was the insight of truly why were so many different religions and faiths and belief systems created and worshipped as deities, each one carrying their own birth or creation and a flood devastation, an anomaly. Not one or two catastrophes, but multiple. In many of our libraries, thousands and thousands of years of history lost. When I say there ain't no church in church, and there sure as hell no church in the streets, in the wild, in the community, in the world of narcissism, there is no trust, no loyalty, no virtue. There are only imposters, pretenders, shapeshifters. They call it network marketing in many circles. And they take empathy out of sales. A salesperson who succeeds understands you don't develop a relationship with a customer, you pretend to give a damn about the customer. Let them catch the feels. Their paycheck. Warriors, it's no big secret that narcissism is rewarded handsomely, but understand it's because there's no church in the wild. That spirit was created by narcissism for profiting, for pushing economies. And when I tell you, you have a sixth sense, this is what I mean. You understand that during this routine we call life, you had a sixth sense. Not that you felt love, and for those of you who did, well, you were blessed. But what I'm talking about is the majority, not the minority here. The mass majority didn't feel love in order to understand what they were missing out on. What we first had to experience was the lack of love in an environment in order to know what it was like to feel love and appreciate it. What happens is, because many of us never knew what it felt like, we run from it. And rather than trust what we believe, we forgave ignorance. And after a while, you stop sensing love to run from. You became a fixer-upper. You began peopling. You started getting your dopamine rush from feeling good about someone giving you breadcrumbs that you were making headway in repairing them. And their rush was getting you to believe it. You sense love so much that there are few of you that will understand what I mean by this. And this is what narcissists wish they had. This is when you know you've been stripped of your gifts to see things on a spiritual level, but not be so, right? Because you understand it is a private matter. And you respect others that have certain things that motivate them to stay in a lane, a moral compass, a certain mental maturity. Those are people that know how to bite their tongue. They know how to observe. They know how to not make it personal. And when you're able to do that, you're self-reflecting and you understand these are thoughts. Thoughts. You have no control over that. But you do have control over yours. What other people think of you does not matter. And when you're able to consider that logic, you can lead with your heart all you want, but make decisions or decisions, which brain. Don't forget your logic. Find yourself hat-cocked. You know what I'm talking about? A semi would. Take a 5 breather, a 5 Mississippi, and start thinking with your brain. You're logical. Warriors, narcissists are going to be offering you this so that they can gain your trust right away. And I want you to remember something. Stop what the fuck you're doing. Look at me. Narcissists are going to try and gain your confidence or your trust by them giving you kind of like the combination to a safe. And you open that safe and there might be some papers that are random and shit, but you understand they broke asses. They should want to make you feel like they're giving you everything and you should share something with them too. Kind of like your will. Maybe beneficiaries, you know what I'm talking about, a declaration. And they're going to push the issue like you should eventually if you don't get the damn hint. So warriors, they'll even offer to, in a microaggression kind of way, offer to help you with the documents, you know, online, because they know all about it. They've been working on theirs, adding your name to theirs. Make sense? Get grounded with reality, warriors. Accept what you see and hear without absorbing now, without freaking out, thinking things logically, and standing in your truth. You can't unsee what you've been through, but let me tell you what you can do. Let this be a lesson learned and understand. Haters, you ain't got to worry about them. Haters hate from a distance. Haters know their limitations. It's those that envy and have causation for jealousy, because those are only the ones that are closest to you. See, only they have that luxury to make themselves depressed enough to have envy and jealousy over you. Depression is your conscience arguing with reality and finally surrendering and saying, I'm tired of being this silly ass mask. I'm give out, pretending. That's mortification, ego death. When you start living in your true authentic self and you can breathe again, you damn near reverse the aging process. Warriors, hang with people that celebrate your presence, not tolerate your damn presence. And only you can start creating that environment. Look, when I tell you, hurt people, this is what I mean. If you pay attention, hurt people are shattered people. Shattered people know how to hurt people because it's what they're accustomed to receiving and delivering. It's like sibling rivalry that never ends. It's a continuation into the relationships. And that's why it can be said, hurt people hurt people. It's a continuation. All you're doing is being invited into someone else's playground to be bullied. And you keep jumping from playground to playground, sandbox to sandbox, until you find a level of presence where you can tolerate certain levels of abuse. Until one day you wake up and you realize if you hang with people that celebrate you and not tolerate your presence, you'll have created your peace. It's the peace we all be seeking, I'm telling you. And when you find it, you're going to defend it, you're going to protect it, and you're going to appreciate it. Warriors, I want to recommend you subscribe, because every now and again I put posts up. I posted some homework, and I wanted you to read it before this video came out. It's in Ephesians chapter 4, verse 17 through 19. Ephesians chapter 4, verse 17 through 19. Read it. That's in context. Powerful stuff. I want you to understand that this was written during the time that Jesus was alive. And so when the apostle's speaking here, he's speaking in the sense as if having the authority of the Lord's voice, as if the Lord was standing there by proxy. I want you to read this in context, because if read, even as someone who is leading as a military regiment, as a platoon leader, as a company leader, as a CEO, or someone taking charge of their own life, but following a certain moral code of conduct, this to me is what your rules of engagement are in dealing with toxic, reprobate minds, narcissists. So read it again and again and again, because in Ephesians chapter 4, verse 17 through 19, it gives you the outline of narcissists and what to do. The rules of engagement have been outlined by the Commander-in-Chief. Pass your test. You say you don't suffer from FOMO anymore. I'm proud of you. Hell, you know what? Even the devil cheers. It's a wonder you passed so many tests already. I wonder if you keep doing it, though. I wonder if we can just wear you out, is what the devil says. Warriors, stay grounded in reality. And realize everyone deserves to receive love. I get that. But not everyone deserves to be in a loving relationship. That's earned. It's reciprocated. Reciprocatious, necessitous. It's work. Warriors, you now know the difference. Relationships require you to live for the other and no longer for yourself. Narcissists are looking for a relationship where they can take advantage of the covenant of marriage and loyalty and virtue and live another life as if single and available. The only regret they have is getting caught. The only regret they have is losing a supported lifestyle, a paycheck, So don't get it twisted. Don't lie to yourself. And don't excuse behavior now if you're blackout. And you've been blackout for a while. Man, I'm proud of you. Proud of you. But up here in that noggin, you stop making excuses and pardoning some of the bullshittery that you've been able to witness, because that's your validation. Their lack of respect for you is all the closure you need. And you stop denying yourself that. We're grown. So narcissists run around acting like they're going to offer you a passcode to a safe, passcode, or give you a key to their house or apartment or post office box or whatever. Understand, it's theatrics to build trust, and they're wanting you to share a secreto, a for real one. Don't fall for it, warriors. You're trying to build trust that ain't there, that don't exist. You're just the next con. And remember, ain't no church in the streets. Hell, there's hardly any church in church. In order for narcissists to feel good about the shitty ass decisions they've made, they need you to cooperate and participate. So they can go, ha, see, you're no better than me. Well, you are. You're more better bestest. Let them become haters from a distance, not envious and jealous, because that's too close for comfort. You feel me? Now go standing next to shit for so damn long that you don't remember how bad it stinks. That's when you know you're in trouble. Get the hell out of there. Ain't none of your concern. And if I may, I want to recommend a mango soap. It's body wash. Body wash. I use it on my hair, my face, my body, from bumper to bumper. It's all I want. Body wash, and I smell delicious. Hey, look. Thanks for your support. Subscribe. No shit. Help a brother out. Hook it up. Come on, man. And for those of you supporting the channel through your contributions, through your remarks, helping each other out, building your confidence up, letting out some of that aggression, and being able to share it in such a way that it's healing others, but you're able to vent. And there's nothing wrong with ventilations, and put in the right place where you're able to also motivate others into a shortcut, a path. Nothing wrong with that. Look, it's human. Just like we caught the feels, we got to learn how to deal with the feels. We learn how to manage the feels. You don't wish to not ever feel at all. That would suck. That's not human. That's reprobate. Stop wishing to become the animal you abhor. Don't become that. And besides, come on. Natural bitch face, that ain't you anyway. It ain't me for sure. Alright, y'all, remember Ephesians chapter 4, verse 17 through 19. Fair warning, once you read this, you can't ever unknow it, regardless of what faith that you walk in, what path you're in. If this was just graffiti on a wall, it was still some badasserist wisdom to have been shared with the world. What a warning. A testament to how long humanity has been dealing with toxicity. So will it end for you? No. Will you be hoovered? Hell yeah. I'd hoover you. I'd hoover me. I'd be a fool not to hoover me. So, what do? You become more better bestressed at defending yourself before I do. And you avoid chaos and chaos creators, imposters, shapeshifters. You're able to put them in their place without becoming a target, but sending a clear message. Don't fuck with me. Don't Fuqua. I'm trying to fuck with algorithms. Don't Fuqua with Meequa. I know that's gonna pass. All right, y'all, take care. Say goodbye. It's always until next time. Namaste, warriors.
Jesse, what are you doing today?
We're gonna skydive today.
We're gonna
Leap of faith.
Leap of faith. Hey, that's what this is.
Doing it for the tribe, the warrior tribe.
Do you know how high we're going? Did they tell you?
14,500.
Close. 14,500 feet. Yep. And then we're going to be falling at
a high rate of speed.
Very fast. We're going to be falling very fast. We're going to be falling at 120 miles an hour.
Sweet.
Have you ever gone that fast before?
No, I have not.
Okay. Are you ready to go that fast?
I'm ready.
Okay.
We're going to do it today. You got my back.
Yep. Oh, I'm gonna get your face, but you know your TI will have your back.
All right.
What made you want to skydive? What brought you here today?
Facing fear.
Yeah? Are you afraid of heights?
Facing fear head on. No.
No.
I'm afraid of not trying new
Hey,
opportunities.
There you go.
I'm afraid of living in the woulda, shoulda, coulda, and I'm not going to do it. Lead and live by example.
There you go. You heard it here first from Jesse. All right, you ready to go?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Let's do it.
Woo!
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. To create a song, I don't wanna miss a beat.